Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video on the Encrypted Freedom channel. It's been a while since I've done one of these again. I've been super busy sorting some other stuff out, working on some other stuff in the background, working, etc. So I'm going to make more frequent videos for you all now. But I thought I'd jump on today and make this video to basically educate people what financial markets are and how geopolitical events can make charts move and how people can make money in these markets. And believe me, people can make some serious money in these markets. It's very confusing because the way they portray it is a lot of people will sell courses or they will scam people because finance in itself is a hard subject when you don't know anything about it, because there's so much technical language and different synonyms people use to try and look smarter than they are in certain situations. Basically just taking advantage of people who don't know about financial markets. So this video today is just to basically give you a better understanding of what goes into it. Hopefully you'll understand what I mean and take it from there. So yeah, basically the markets are split into different segments. So you've got your stock market, for example. That's one way people can make money, is by buying stocks and holding long term. And then you've also got cryptocurrency, which is much more modern, very new, big swings up and down in crypto. Lots of rug pulls out there, which basically means that people are setting up fake coins and rugging you, taking your money. So again, it's a minefield. If you don't know what you're doing in there, you'll lose everything you've got. And I know it's not the best way to start a financial journey, because I know how hard it is sometimes when you put your money in and you think, wow, hard-earned money is what can I just add? And then it can go in an instant if you're not careful, or you're not using the right risk management, or you basically turn it to a gambling, which is possible. And yeah, last but not least, you've got Forex, which is currency pairs around the world. These also drive markets, and geopolitical events can make currencies up and down, which has an impact on the base of the entire world. The most traded pair is obviously the US dollar, because the US dollar is the world reserve currency. All trading is really done in dollars at the moment. Asterisk. The BRICS might have something to say about that, but that's another topic for another time. So that's how people make money in these markets. There's a lot of options out there. Like I say, there's 5 different ways you can make money, and how the elites make money and manipulate the markets for their beneficial gain. There's a reason why people like Nancy Pelosi and the big senior members all have the fingers in different pies. I can give you another example. It can be one of Boeing's main shareholders is Hillary Clinton. Obviously she's got some serious ties. So again, you could say it's insider trading, but the rules are there for a reason. There's no rules on it for a reason. So the rules are there. There's no rules, so they can do what they want. They set the rules, so they can buy what they want and pump what they want and print their own money, basically. So yeah. So basically what we've got on the screen here now is the dollar index. This is the general outcome of the dollar and how well it's performing, whether it's bullish, bearish. Because it's the world currency, it's the most looked at one. Recently, it's having the last couple of days, it's had a big pullback, hit a nice resistance up there, 106-ish, back down again, previous again, can't really stay above it. Pumping above 106, straight sucked in, resistance, again, tried to break, straight back down, big rejections around the board. So yeah, this is a good chart to keep your eye on, because this is a good overall market. because when the dollar is going up, anything backed against the dollar, so stocks, currencies, anything backed against the dollar would automatically be decreasing because the dollar's stronger. So assets against the dollar go weaker. So as today, in the last few days, the Dixie's down, dollar down. So stocks are having a nice reaction. So these are a couple of the other stocks I'm invested in. Crazy candle that, I'm not too sure what that is, but like I say, last week, you were thinking, wow, stocks were crashing as Dixie was rising. So then vice versa, Dixie crashes, stocks rise in turn. So dollar down, assets up, basically. And that's what I'm getting at there. So this is the Dixie's a great indication of which way the chart is going to move in the long term. As you say, you can take it up to the weekly if you wanted to and have another look. Like I say, weekly charts again. It's in a really bad support there. Mean resistance again there at 106. So that might be range bound again for another while now. So we might see some more upside on stocks in the short term. Like I say, weekly again here on the S&P 500, which is a great index to be investing your money in each month. Direct debit set up straight into a stocks and shares ISA, 20,000 a year, tax free. I don't know why no one uses this. I don't know why no one uses the stocks and shares ISA. I believe it's one of the best ISAs out there, if not the best ISA out there, and nobody seems to be taking advantage of it. I'm not too sure why. Maybe they're just confused with all the stuff what's going on out there. It's very hard to understand when you've got all this news coming out. You've got loads going on. It's busy times, very many distractions as well. So if you can knuckle down, get your head down, you can understand that these markets are there for a reason. I'm a big believer in that. So yeah, that's basically an overview of the couple of markets, stocks, Dixie, and a lot more goes into it. So obviously you've got your basic economics, 4-year cycles, inflation, interest rates, the list goes on. There's so much to take into consideration before you make your purchase in certain stocks and crypto. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin now. Again, this is another asset I believe down the line will be worth 100,000 plus. Probably not that long from now, because it can't go up forever. It always has to have a pullback. It can't just keep going up and up and up. But I know it can be very daunting at the start. But I always say, if in doubt, zoom out. 2018, you bought the bottom, rallied up, crashed all the way down. You're thinking, wow, I made all that money and I didn't cash it out and I just left it. And in hindsight, you just set and forget. You can buy. So even if you bought the top 20k, you're thinking, wow, I bought the top. You see it crash down. You're like, wow, I've lost all my money. Give it a year or two again. Anyone who bought the top here, thinking here, wow, we're on again, running it up, and then again, most recently in March we hit 70k, and we're not even really in a proper bull market yet. So I do believe we'll see a lot of upside in this. My top target, I'd probably say around this area, 140,000 to 100. I think it'll hit 100,000. And then again, when you zoom out again, look at that in hindsight. If the chart did something a little bit like this, shoot up into it, test it, and then away. I believe this is the way over the next 2 years, when the Federal Reserve, and the Bank of England and the Bank of Japan, well, not Bank of Japan because they're struggling at the minute, but lower interest rates, people are going to have more money flowing into the markets. So this is not a time to be fading the markets. when everyone forgets about it, this is when you want to be stepping in now and buying. It's the perfect time. And the reason why people should always consider financial markets is because of inflation and how manipulated our money is. It's basically printed and passed in bills and new laws, and they print money whenever they want for whatever they want, and they do not care about the repercussions. So that's why the only way really in this generation, my generation, Gen Z, is to invest in financial markets. It doesn't have to be a lot, but once you understand and once you get it, you'll get it. The penny will drop. Inflation is intentionally made to benefit no one but the elites. And that's a tough pill to swallow for some people, because they just think that you've got your tinfoil hat on, but once you strip it back and you realise again, wow, it's a bit of a cheat code money printer really. So yeah, so I'll probably leave it there with this video. Like I say, stocks, commodities, more stocks, crypto, forex, currency pairs. You've got your choice of 3 different options there. If you really wanted to look into it more, you can make your money. It doesn't just have to be one way. Diversification is the best way, I believe, in these financial markets. You'd rather have your finger in all the pies, because then you can earn more money. Simple equation. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, reach out. I'd love to hear from you all, see your thoughts on this, see where do you think we're going, what do you think's happening. It's also an election year, so crazy things can happen to the markets in an election year, which is November. So all eyes on that really, to see how down the line and how the markets react. But thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take it easy.